Janet Legere here. Welcome, welcome everybody. Oh, just a little flustered, right? Not flustered, but just it's new technology, so I'm not quite used to it. So it just gives me a little hiccup every once in a while, and that's okay. I'm really excited to be here. We've got some great training in store for you guys tonight. Now I feel like I'm back in the stream of things, and the system will catch up with us. And there we go. This week's training, I'm going to talk to you about how to set up your autoresponder for Pure Leverage and the fan page system. How many of you have already done this? Just a quick yes or no. I would like to see what the feel of the group is this evening. Have you already set up your fan page system, autoresponder, or your Pure Leverage one? No. Brent has. Way to go, Brent! Yay! Lots of no's. Excellent. Okay. Those of you that are saying no, can you let me know, are you with Pure Leverage or just the fan page system? So put PL or FP if you're only a fan page member, meaning a free member. So PL or FP for fan page. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to start with the fan page system. And I'm going to talk a bit about what's required to set it up. It's actually really, really simple. And we're going to talk about the difference between the fan page system autoresponder and the Pure Leverage autoresponder. Right? There's a little bit of a difference. We're going to talk about setting up your initial follow-up message. There's no need for an opt-in message. That's all taken care of. And how to add opt-in messages, sending your broadcasts, etc., adding your personal touch, and getting leads. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight for both autoresponders. Where is the fan page? Are you a member of the fan page system, Furosa, or just Pure Leverage? So the fan page system is a free system that includes up to 500 subscribers. If you are a member of Pure Leverage and you are a reseller, the fan page system is included. Are you a guest here this evening, Furosa? So you're not a member of either? So if you're a reseller of Pure Leverage, the fan page system is included. Okay, so it's already a part of your system. You log in, it's in your back office of Pure Leverage. The fan page system access, the leads, the autoresponder is the same in Pure Leverage as it is in the fan page system. All right, and we're going to talk about setting that up. Daily activities equals paid members. Joel and them are still working on that system, a few glitches, but I know that now that he's back from the Ukraine, things are really going to start hopping, because I know that that's why he was there, was to get things done. I was hoping to have an update from Joel, but as you guys know, he was traveling yesterday. I'm not sure when he would have got in, but he's going to be a couple days of jet lag. It's going to take him a while. Yeah, he travels quite a bit. I wouldn't expect to see or hear much from him until Monday. He really is going to need the weekend to get sorted out. Now, I'm having great success with the fan page system. I don't know about you guys, but when I send traffic to my fan page system, I get leads, and those leads have turned into upgraded members of Pure Leverage through consistent follow-up. Okay, Brent, if you go to the page, you need to scroll down to the live video feed. If you see the live video feed, right below it, there'll be a like, comment, and share button. So you should see it right under the live video. Now let's talk a bit about the fan page system versus Pure Leverage, because there is a difference. Think of it this way. The fan page system is a lead generator for Pure Leverage or any business that you're promoting. But it is connected to Pure Leverage if you're an upgraded reseller. Does that make sense to you? They are connected if you are a Pure Leverage reseller. But you can be a fan page member all on its own. A free member. You can build a list of up to 500 members for free. It's pretty awesome. It's also fairly limited because it is a free system, so it's not a full autoresponder, although you do have the ability to go in and send broadcasts to your leads. You can connect with them anytime you want. Now, the Pure Leverage system is the upgrade. So when somebody comes in through your marketing of your fan page system and they get into the system, they're going to get emails from Joel encouraging them to upgrade. And the upgrade is to Pure Leverage. Okay, does that make sense? So if they become a member under you in the fan page system, they're going to be encouraged to upgrade. They'll see an upgrade button in the back office, and it encourages them to upgrade to the Pure Leverage system. So Pure Leverage is $24.95 a month for the suite of tools, and it is quite a full suite of tools. And then $19.97 a month for the reseller opportunity, meaning that you'll receive 100% commissions on the first month of the sale when they pay for their membership, and then 50% commission every month thereafter. So that's creating residual income for you, and it's a pretty handsome residual income. Imagine getting paid $12.45 for every member who comes through your system every month. So you get the full amount, $24.95 the first month, and then $12.45 a month thereafter. That's pretty phenomenal, don't you think? Where else can you go to create that residual income? Do you know how much money you have to generate to get that much return? And if you can build this, because it's a matrix system, and you're going to start building a downline, because when people come in, they're going to start promoting the system because that's what we encourage them to do. You're all promoting, aren't you? All right, so James, great question. Can you do just the $24.95? You can. All right, for $24.95, you're buying the suite of tools. It does not give you access to all of the commissions. You won't earn any commissions if you simply become a customer and purchase the products. Okay, if you want to earn commissions, you need to become a reseller for $19.97. Does that make sense? James, I want to make sure that makes sense before we move on here. Your Pure Leverage system includes your fan page access from inside Pure Leverage. You can build a list up to 10,000 subscribers in a completely separate autoresponder, a full professional autoresponder that you can use on your website. You also receive a 100-seat webinar room and plus a whole lot more. Now, I do want you to know I'm going to go through this. I just want to talk about all this a little bit, and then we're going to go live with desktop sharing. Hopefully it works tonight. And I'm going to show you how to set up the autoresponders, okay? So setting up your initial follow-up message, when you go into your fan page system, the initial follow-up message is not set up. Shane, if you are, I see your question there, you're asking if you could get people to join Host and Profit and then upgrade in Pure Leverage. Absolutely. If you're a Host and Profit member, you can bring people in through there the same way. So you can funnel people through either way, okay? So the fan page system is a free member, allows you to set up your autoresponder. You can set up your initial follow-up message, which is the message your subscribers will receive when they subscribe. So you want them to get something from you. There's nothing in there. All right, so you need to go in and you need to set that message up. Now, I'm happy to let you guys know that you don't have to write an initial follow-up message. I have included one for you in the shared file folder, and I'll show you where that is when we go into desktop sharing if you're not sure where it is. have to tell you guys, I'm having a little bit of issues here because of the dry weather. So I'm just taking lots of opportunities to drink lots of water to make sure I don't start coughing all over you guys. So if you guys don't know where the shared file folder is, it is in the bottom right-hand corner, just to the right of the room. You'll see a little, looks like a triangle. You just click on that and a little pop-up will come up and you'll see the files there, and there is a follow-up message file right there. Kevin says, do we only have to set up the initial follow-up and then the fan page system will send the rest? No, Kevin. There are no messages set up, okay? Now, we're talking about your autoresponder, Kevin. The system, being the fan page system and Joel will be following up with the new members and encouraging them to upgrade and what have you. Okay, and those emails will include your link, etc. The autoresponder is where your leads go. So when they fill out the form on the fan page, there's two things happen. They become a member of the fan page system in pure leverage, so to speak, under the umbrella, and they become your lead in your autoresponder. Does that make sense, Kevin? So unless you put more messages in your autoresponders, your leads aren't going to hear from you at all. They'll hear from Joel, but they won't hear from you. So these are your leads. These are people that you have the opportunity to build a relationship with. You have an opportunity to get to know them, to get connected with them, to help them come into the system. So I hope that makes sense. Now, Joel's going to follow up with them as members because they're coming in free, so they're in both, right? So he'll be following up with them and encouraging them to upgrade, which is a good thing. That's why the system works. You just have to bring them in. Now, what I encourage you all to do is put in that extra effort so that you can turn those leads into really active members, because the truth is, getting emails from Joel is nice, and some people are going to respond to that. And more people will respond to it if they're hearing from you on a regular basis about the system. Does that make sense, everyone? Build relationships with your subscribers. That's right. But you need to understand there's a difference between your subscribers, the people that are on your list that you can send broadcast to, that you can email to. We'll see when we go into desktop sharing. There's a difference between them and those that are considered members, that are in the pure leverage system or the fan page system or the GVO system. Okay? So your leads are your leads. Those are yours. Nobody else is emailing them or touching them. And their membership part is a different part. Now, you are going to want to add follow-up messages. I don't want that to scare you. I actually have a series of emails that you can edit and play with that Joel put together. That is in the shared file folder. I'll show you where that is. But you do want to add some emails to your list. And we could spend a whole webinar just talking about follow-up emails. And maybe one day, maybe the next class, that's exactly what we'll do, is just talk about those follow-up emails, because I think a lot of you get really hung up on that. And I like to make it really simple. If you write a blog post, you're going to go and set up an email that shares that blog post with your subscribers. If you belong to any program, so here's a big question for all of you out there, and I hope you'll all answer me, because this is important, and it's important to pop this in here, because this makes a difference for you, for your business, for your income. How many of you belong to more than one income-producing program? Meaning, you could be a part of all the GVO programs. I mean, outside of GVO. Do you belong to any advertising programs like viral mailers, traffic exchanges, any ad resources? Do you belong to any affiliate programs? Do you belong to any MLM programs? Do you belong to anything that pays you money? And follow-up emails are just when you get subscribers, you email them their offer and build relationships. Sort of, James. Okay. So see, most of you are saying yes, you have more than one program. Okay. Now, I got a really great question for you. This is going to be a big one. How many of you have, well, there's too many yeses coming in. I'm going to suspect, no, I'm going to ask this question. So I'm going to put a little pause in the text chat so we know I'm asking this question. Here's my little stars. All right. Okay, so my question is, are you overwhelmed with all the programs you have that you make money with? Meaning you're not really making money with any of them because you have so many programs, you don't know how to get them into your system. You don't know how to get them into your funnel. You don't know how to promote all those programs. It's next to impossible to promote all those programs, isn't it? How are you supposed to make money with all those programs? And then tomorrow, guess what? You're going to join another program. All right. So are you excited to get the secret to all this? Because I'm giving you the answer to all of this right now, okay? This is going to save you a bazillion hours of work. This is going to start making you money. Once you figure out your autoresponder and you know how to add messages, you're going to go in and you're going to set up an email in your autoresponder series for every program you ever joined that's of value to you. Now, don't be putting junk in there to your members. You want to build relationships with them. You want to make sure that anything you're offering to them is quality, okay? Michael, they're in the shared file folder. You will find some files there with some emails that are done for you. But I want you guys to, yes, we can do them for you, but do you get what I'm doing for you? I want you to take this and do more. I want you to take all those programs you have, get a piece of paper, write them all down. Write down every program you've joined. That's of value to you. Remember, make sure it's of value. Don't promote junk. And write a little email about the program and recommend it to your subscribers. Hey, name, I thought you'd like to know about this little gem that I found on the internet. A good friend of mine started this program and is offering this really great product. I really think it'd be of value to you. Take a look. Doesn't cost anything to look. If I can help you, let me know. That's it. Do you guys think you can write emails like that for every program you belong to? Just a quick yes or no. Do you think you can write emails like that for every program you belong to? That's of value. You just go into your autoresponder and you're going to write a quick email. It doesn't even have to be a fancy subject. It could be, name. Do you have a minute? In your autoresponder, it's going to be one of your follow-up messages is what I'm referring to, James, okay? So you can set a whole series of emails that recommends the programs and resources that you're using. Now, I don't recommend that you have them go one after another, so that all you're doing is promoting programs. Make sure in between that, you're emailing them and asking them their Skype ID. You're asking them just to, what's your phone number? Let's connect. So this is a very simple way to get those programs into a system that somebody is going to be seeing on a regular basis, because as you promote your capture page, your fan page, or one of your capture pages, and you start building that list, every time some new subscriber comes in, they're going to start going through your series of emails and they'll start learning about the programs that you're using. And trust me, they'll join. All right, because they may see something of value. And if you do this right and you start connecting with them on a personal level, you'll start to see results. So you're all set up now. Your job is to send traffic to your fan page, system URL, and follow up personally with any leads that come in. That's it. The setup isn't hard. I'm going to show you. It's not going to take us long to go through in desktop sharing for me to show you how to set this up. I know there's an awful lot of information in that back office, right? Now, if you're still not sure, here's my thing. If you're still not sure about setting up all these autoresponders, which I recommend that you take the time to do it, you can also broadcast your leads. This is the gem of the autoresponder. Because the series of emails is great, but eventually it's going to run out. And sometimes what you have to say to them doesn't belong in an automated message. Sometimes you have a current event that you want to talk to them about right now. So maybe you have something that's relevant to the election that just went on, and so you want to get an email out about that. So you can just go in and send a broadcast anytime you want. And it's important that you do that on a regular basis to connect with your subscribers so they know that there's a real person out there. I really can't stress that enough, that the more effort you put into being a real person for your subscribers, the more you will see a return from them. Tom, if you broadcast, will new leads get follow-ups along with the broadcast? No, they won't. That's the difference, okay? If you don't set it up as a follow-up message, the broadcast doesn't, they only people that see that are the people it goes to when it goes out. So if you want all your future subscribers to see your messages, they need to be follow-up messages. The broadcast only goes out once. Okay. Pretty simple stuff. Now I'm going to go through Pure Leverage really quick because we're going to go into desktop sharing, and I'm going to show you a bit of detail of Pure Leverage, because Pure Leverage has more to it than the lead capture system. Okay, so the fan page system, you're going to find it in a different place, and you have less editing, less managing to do on the fan page system. Pure Leverage, you could actually use on your blog. So you can create a form to put on your blog. It's a lot more powerful autoresponder. We're going to talk about setting up your initial follow-up message and your opt-in message, sending your broadcasts, adding that personal touch, just like with the fan page. Now, I'm going to say something here, because unless you have a website or you're creating capture pages and you need to put a form on them, you don't really need to use the Pure Leverage autoresponder just yet. You can just set up the fan page system capture system. Okay, and you'll see that when we go into desktop sharing. I don't want to confuse you because I know there's an awful lot going on, but if you are an upgraded member of Pure Leverage, there's no requirement for you to set up this autoresponder unless you need it for your website, okay? If you're new to this, if things are still just coming together, focus on the fan page system, because that's where you're going to really start to generate activity and start to grow your income with Pure Leverage. Does that make sense to everyone? Put a big, big yes in there. Now, if you have a website and you have time and you need a professional autoresponder, then yes, you're going to want to set up your Pure Leverage autoresponder. But I suspect most of you are not in that position. Most of you are still struggling to make money. So rather than sitting there messing around with your autoresponder for the next 6 months and not making anything happen, focus on the fan page system. Get that set up, get promoting the fan page system, and start making some money. Now, Pure Leverage is a pretty awesome system. You get a professional autoresponder. You get the lead capture system, which is the fan page system, and more. The co-op leads will go into, there's a place that they go into. I'm not sure which list. It's a different list, Tom. I'll have to put in, I'll have to ask Joel about that, which list that goes into, because I can't remember. Okay. I'm not sure if they're going into the fan page system right now or a different lead system, but I'll show you where to find those in Pure Leverage. You'll get video emails, so if you're into doing video, or you can upload a video and send that out to your list. It's pretty cool. You get a conference room just like this. And I know the conference rooms aren't for everybody, but I got to tell you guys, it's pretty cool that we're alive on Facebook. And I know that last week when we were doing this, I was watching what the reach was and, looking at the stats. Unbelievable. Unbelievable when we can be live on Facebook. So we've got people that are coming in. They're going to be learning about the system. They're going to be seeing what we can get all here live on Facebook. How cool is that? It shows up in the lead capture system. Yes, Tim, but I'm not sure which list it shows up in. All right. And last but not least, with your Pure Leverage system, you get your authority blog, which is where you may use your autoresponder. But again, that's not necessary because that's already set up for you. So you have these phenomenal tools at this phenomenally reasonable price. You have the ability to make a lot of money here with Pure Leverage. And you have the ability to do it in a really simple way with the fan page system. Doesn't it make sense to be an upgraded Pure Level member? I think it does. Pure Leverage. All right, let's talk about first one, the opt-in message. Now, with your professional autoresponder, there are no messages set up. The opt-in message, which is the message that your subscriber gets to confirm their email, is not set up properly. But you'll see that when we go into desktop sharing. So you have to set that up, and yes, I included it in the shared file folder. You need to set up the initial follow-up message, just like with the fan page system, so it's very similar. Okay, very, very similar. The only difference here is that once you're all set up, you may want to create a form for your autoresponder so that you can get subscribers, because there's no way for your people to become subscribers in your autoresponder unless you put a form on your website. I hope that makes sense. And I don't want to confuse you guys because it can be a little scary using this kind of autoresponder. But remember, you don't really need to unless you have your own website. You can just use the fan page system. Now you can add your personal touch again by broadcasting and reaching out to your subscribers to share relevant information that will help them with their online quest. This is your opportunity to allow your subscribers to get to know, like, and trust you. And, you know, James, and for everyone here, there's no need to set up this full autoresponder series unless you want to do that. Okay? You can just use the broadcast system. If you're online a lot like me and you're sending a lot of emails, there's no need to have those there if you're just setting those out there. But I still highly recommend it. Let's talk about getting leads real quick before we go into desktop sharing. How many of you are still following your daily commitments? Come on, let's get some a reality check. How many of you are still following your daily commitments? Meaning you're going to Joel's fan page and you are loving, liking, commenting on the posts that he has there and sharing it, etc. That system's going to start working really, really well, so keep doing it, okay? Keep doing it, because it's benefiting you. It's absolutely benefiting you, especially if you're including your links. If you're doing it regularly, people are going to start to recognize you. I get a lot of activity when I'm sharing, especially the Rockstar posts that he puts. Those are huge to share. I love doing those. Now, outside of doing your core commitments, and it's not all you have to do. All right, it's not all you have to do to go there and post on the wall. You need to advertise. Okay? You need to take your business in your hands. You need to take control of your business. You need to take it seriously. It's not a hobby. And posting 3 times a day on Joel's fan page isn't going to make you a millionaire. It's not going to pay the bills either. Okay? It's going to help you get recognition out there so people will start to follow you. And as you market more and more, you're going to start to get some really good activity happening. Solo ads are probably the best way to get activity, one of the best resources out there, but not all solo ads are created equal. So you need to do your homework there. Viral mailers, safe list, traffic exchanges all work, although many of them are having some challenges right now thanks to PayPal, but we're getting that all sorted. Facebook marketing is a huge resource, so make sure that you're out there doing your marketing on Facebook as much as you can. There's lots of ways to be marketing on Facebook. Be careful. There's lots of free ways. There's lots of paid ways that can really eat into your pocketbook. And there's lots of ways on Facebook that do nothing but take up most of your time. Well, James, the truth of the matter is, I mean, I could say this was a hobby too. I love what I do. I'm very fortunate that I get paid to do what I love. Isn't that what this is all about? Isn't that why we come and create a home-based business? Because we want to use this venue? Yeah. Skype and other social platforms are all places where you can be connecting with people. But I got to tell you guys, you can't advertise at all of these places, especially if you're new to this. So pick a few, get them mastered, and you guys can make this happen. All right, so this is going to be cool. I'm going to be watching this on the computer, and hopefully this works. I haven't logged into Pure Leverage or anything. And I can't see on, like, live, we're behind, right? So we're a little bit behind. You guys seeing my desktop? Because what I want to do is take you into Pure Leverage and show you how to set up your autoresponder. Now, the first thing I want to do, because everybody is always asking, where's the shared file folder? So I know it's a little bit small, but it's right down here in the bottom right-hand corner. See that little icon? It's the only icon in the bottom right-hand corner. If you click on it, you're going to see a little pop-up. There it is. And here's the file. So there's leads follow-ups. This is a Word document. And those are some follow-up messages that Joel wrote. This is the initial follow-up email is right here. And you're just going to click this down arrow right there. If you click that little down arrow, it's going to download to your desktop. And right here is the opt-in message right there. There are some other files, video scripts or scripts that you can read to record a video for many things. And the FanPage System blog post is the blog post that I put together. And if you wanted to create a blog post on your Pure Leverage blog, you certainly can. Alrighty, so we're going to head over here. Well, it does look like we're sharing. Wow, very cool. And I'm going to get into my back office of GVO. I get to Pure Leverage through GVO, so you have to bear with me. All right, so GVO is loading. So if you are, Pure Leverage is loading. If you're a Pure Leverage member, this is where you're going to come to do everything, is in your Pure Leverage back office. And because I'm a member of GVO, the two are connected. My two systems are connected, so it might look a little different than yours. Now, if you're a Pure Leverage member and you're wondering, well, where the heck is the FanPage system? It's right here in the Level 1 Marketing Suite. This is where all of that is, all right? So here is the lead capture system. This is where the FanPage system and everything else is. And the autoresponder is where the main autoresponder for Pure Leverage is. So I'm going to click on there first because I want to show this to you. For those that want to set this up. Come on, Pure Leverage. There we go. So I have a lot of campaigns. So it shows all of my campaigns here. If I click this down menu, I have a lot of campaigns. Some of them are not active anymore. I haven't changed them, but you can see there's an awful lot. If I want to do anything to my campaigns, I have to first select my campaign, and then, I could go to any one of these, go to my personal contacts, and from there, I'm now accessing my messages, my subscribers. I could choose a different list. So I could go my GVO members. So I had a list here where people would subscribe to get on my list. You'll see that it's changed. And I can go here to my follow-up messages. And I only have one message on this list because they get an initial follow-up message, and from then on, I'm sending a broadcast to them for information. Okay, so that's one instance where you'll see I've only set up an initial email. If I want to set up another email, I can just add a follow-up message right here. So I can click Add Follow-up Message. If you have never set up a campaign in Pure Leverage, that's the first thing you're going to want to do if you're going to use this autoresponder. All right, so here's where I can set up my message, and all the autoresponders look like this. There's your subject. You can use the codes. So you'll see here, there's all the different codes you can use. So for your subscriber, you can get their full name, their first and last name, their email, all these fields that you can add to your system. So you're going to type in your subject. You're going to type in a nice HTML email with, you may have some links, and you're going to copy it down here in text. If you're going to use the messages in the systems, you're going to download them, copy them, and paste them in here, and then save. If you need to set up a new campaign, you're going to come to the campaign list and add a new campaign. So we can create a campaign for a specific product that we're creating. Maybe you want a campaign for a specific blog that you're using. And so you would give that campaign a name, and that name would be like the name I have for all my lists here, right? So I have all these different lists for different products and services that I've used, and that's what I would put in here. So I could put, testing autoresponder for class. And you would fill all this information. Now you'll notice here the from name, it has my username, so you would want to change that to your actual name. So I would put Janet Legere. The from email is going to be the email that's on file for you. If you change that, you're going to need to confirm your email address, so I would just leave that. If you want to get notification when you get a new subscriber, you would want to put your email address in here, and you could put a different email address in this one. I'm going to leave it the same. I just want to show you how you can set this up. Now down here under company settings, the company name and website URL, if you leave this blank, it's going to default to the Pure Leverage website when someone signs up. And so maybe I want to put my website, so I'm just going to put my name, and then I'm going to put my website, janetlegere.com, and I want to click notify about a new subscriber, and then I would add my new campaign. Once I add my new campaign, which is called Testing Autoresponder for Class, then I would need to set everything up. Now I would need to set up my messages, so I would come down here, Testing Autoresponder for Class. I have to make that active in order to set up the messages or create a form. So if I want to use this autoresponder, the first thing I have to do is set up my follow-up messages. Next, I need to create a form to put on my blog. All right? Pretty detailed. So let's make this a little bit simpler. And let's go to our lead capture system. And I want you to see that as a full Pure Leverage upgraded member, look at all the lists that you have access to. All right, so we have your Pure Leverage, this Pure Leverage system. You have your own business, so you can create 2 capture page systems down here. But all of these are the programs that are a part of Pure Leverage. They're all capture systems, including the fan page system. It's really cool, it's following me on Facebook. I really like that. So here's our fan page system. Just like on the Pure Leverage autoresponder, you need to select the campaign that you're going to work on. All right, so we want to work on the fan page system campaign. If you are just a fan page member, you're not going to see anything but this campaign. All right, but it's still going to be in your marketing suite, your lead capture system. So now that we have the fan page up, here's our messages. We can check our subscribers. There's nowhere for me to create a form. Okay, so that's the difference between this and your professional autoresponder here. So this autoresponder here, you can create a form to put on your blog or on a lead capture page or in another system like that with the lead capture system. The pages are all done for you. Those are the links that you have access to. Here you can get your promotional tools for the fan page system, so you would have your links that you can use. You've got promotional tools for Got Backup, promotional tools for Pure Leverage. And that's all the links that are included here. So you have your, and here's the Massive Traffic Co-op. I believe it was Tim or someone was asking, or Ian, where the co-op leads go, and they go right here. I just couldn't remember the name of the list. Massive Traffic Co-op, that's where those leads will show up. So once you've selected your fan page system, now we can create our follow-up messages, which I think I've already done. Yes, I have. So I've taken Joel's messages and added them here, and I've started to add some separate messages. Like here it says, are we connected on Skype? Here's my initial message that welcomes them. Here's something I say, this will help. I'm not even sure. This is one I wrote. Some of these are ones that Joel put together. And again, you're going to find those in the shared file folder. You can keep adding messages. So these are your leads. As these subscribers come through the system, they're going to start getting these messages. So you can start adding more messages. So I just go here and I'm going to add a follow-up message to my fan page system. And I'm going to say, subscriber first name. This might interest you. Okay. And I could just write an email like we talked about on the call. Janet Legere here with a program I think may be of value to you. I've been using it for some time with great results and encourage you to check it out. And I'm going to send them to one of my mailers. You know what you think. Have a great day. I'm going to put my name, my Skype ID, because I always include my Skype ID and my phone number, or text me. And that's it. There's my message. Now, I do have to hyperlink this because this is an HTML. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. So I want to hyperlink whatever link you're going to put in there. So if you have a resource that you're using, you're going to come in here and just say, you know, I highly recommend this. I'm having great results with it. So I'm going to insert it. Then I'm going to copy this whole email and put it down here in the text version for those who still get text emails. And it's going to go one day after the last message, which is fine. And I'm just going to add that to the system. And I'm going to show you how it's been added. And what's really, really cool is that the subscribers that are already on my list will start receiving this email. So here it is, right? It's going to go one day after. It's had, nobody's looked at it yet. But all of my subscribers will see it when they finish seeing all the other messages. All right, so when they get here, they'll start getting that message. Is that cool or what? Well, I'm going to come back into the room. If you want to check your subscribers here, you can. So there's statistics, tells you when they've clicked. You can check your current subscriber list. So here's for my fan page system, it would show me there's all my subscribers. So I can edit their information. I can email them individually or email the whole list. So right, we can send our broadcast. This is the big feature we talked about. So if you don't want to set up all those follow-up messages, you can come in here and we can send broadcasts. These are messages I've already sent. The system tells you how many people open, how many people click. You can reuse a message simply by clicking on the view email icon, or you can create a brand new message. You can choose the lists that you want it to go to. So if you just want to email the fan page system leads, that's what you would choose. And you would just write your email like you normally would, as if you were talking to a person. I just joined a new program and I'm really excited to share it with you. Or, I just wrote a new blog post, or I just got this great video from Joel and I'd love to share it with you. Whatever you want to write. You can write an email. You can even decide to send it later this evening. You can send it in 3 days. You can send it a week from now. Now remember, the email is not getting added to any series. Only the people that are currently on the list, when you send the email, will get the email when you send a broadcast. If you want all of your members to receive those emails as they come in, including new members, that's where you set up the follow-up messages. And I think that is a fairly good overview. Let me come back into the room. And I'm going to stop the desktop sharing. Well, I'm glad to hear that, James. We're not too far behind. A little bit, but not too far behind on Facebook. It'll catch up. Now I got to whoops, let me see if I can just go from here, because we just went live, so now we're at the end. There we are. So we talked about a lot tonight, and I'm just going to open the room up to questions. Does anybody have any questions about either of those autoresponders? I can go back into desktop sharing anytime. You can use it for your affiliate programs, James. Absolutely. You can set your autoresponder up. I have my autoresponder set up so that it connects to my mailers. So when somebody becomes a member in my affiliate program, they're automatically added to my list of subscribers in Pure Leverage. So it's pretty cool. If you're setting a broadcast, Tom, you wouldn't be targeting new leads only. You would get all of them. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you're setting a broadcast email, it's different. If it's in your autoresponder follow-up series, new people are going to get the email when they get to that series, when they get to that email, because they go out one day after each other or however many days you set them apart. How do you add new leads to a contact list? You can't add them manually, Thomas. People need to fill out your form. So they either need to fill out a form at the fan page, or they need to fill out a form at one of the lead capture systems, or you need to put a form from the actual autoresponder onto your blog. And this caught back up with us. Cool. We got 18 people watching live. That's pretty exciting. Does that make sense, Thomas? So the only way to add new leads to your list is to get them to fill out a form. Okay. If you have a current subscriber list from another autoresponder, you can put in a support request and ask GVO to import it for you. So you would include the list and let them know what autoresponder they came from, that they're double opt-in, and GVO will import them for you. So as long as they're from a reputable autoresponder, they're double opt-in, GVO will import them for you. Otherwise, they have to be imported, and they need to reconfirm their email address. All right. So you can import leads into the autoresponder in Pure Leverage, but if you import them in the back office, they'll need to reconfirm. If you submit a support ticket and that autoresponder list is from a reputable autoresponder, they will import it for you. The 500 subscribers would be in the same place under your marketing suite in the fan page system. We have a few minutes here. I can go back into desktop sharing and go into the fan page system, I think. And I'll have to use IE. And I'll come and log in here. See how long it takes for the fan page to catch up with me. So this is a free account with the fan page system. Here's where you can see it always says you can upgrade. I'm going to scroll down here to my level 1 marketing suite, to my lead capture system. And I don't have any messages set up, and I don't have any subscribers. But if I did, they would be right here. All right, so here we have the massive traffic co-op. So if I bought leads for my system, that's where they'd go. Here's my fan page system. And you can see I've already added 2 messages here. And if I wanted to check my subscribers, I would just go subscribers, current subscriber list. And yes, you can add a subscriber. But as I said, if I come in here and I add a person's name and email address, they're going to get a confirmation email. Okay? So let me come back to the room. Did that help? If you get a subscriber and they opt out, yes, it still counts as one of your 500. I mean, people opt out. That's a normal part of business. Okay, so hopefully that helped. You guys can see where in the fan page system everything is very simple. Okay, I really recommend you don't complicate this process because it doesn't need to be complicated. Do you guys agree? I hope I really managed to simplify all of this for you guys tonight. And I'm here. I'll take any questions you guys have. But I hope I've helped you to see, number one, where you can find things and how you can use them. Can you use old leads in a new list? Well, it depends where the old leads are from, Thomas. I mean, I have lots of old lists, and even in my autoresponder, and I follow up with them differently. So I'll send them broadcasts. I'll ask them to come and be a part of other things that we do and things like that. You're welcome, Tim. I'm glad it helped. When do commissions show up on my board? When they're earned. So when somebody pays the commission, when they pay their monthly fee, it will show up right away. And you'll get paid 30 days from when it comes into your system. Okay? I hope that makes sense. But the commissions show up in your back office immediately. Now, I would love to know, what would you guys like to see next week? Any preference out there? Joel might have something in mind. I don't know how close he is with his new lifestyle system. It looks pretty awesome. Live, love, laugh. I can't wait to money. Wayne wants me to show him the money. All right, yeah, we're going to show you some money next week. Oh, you're very welcome, James. I hope you've put it to use. Yeah, I love doing these training calls. I really do. But it's when you guys really put this stuff into use and start to get results that I get excited. Okay? So any preference for training next week? Anything on your mind? I'd love to know what you guys would like to hear about. Anything you have challenges with? I'll talk to Joel, see if he has anything he wants me to do. If you have 6 people who came through the fan page, you need to follow up with them, and you need to be advertising to get more leads. Okay? The fan page that had many videos on them that you direct people to has changed or been upgraded. I can't find my page anymore. I don't remember a fan page with many videos on it, Barbara. Sorry. So I'm not sure where you would find that. There are 3 fan page URLs, and none of them have a video on them. But the fan page URLs are in your back office, either in your Pure Leverage back office or your fan page system. What solo ads do I recommend? I use a service called Udemy. You can look for it online. There is an affiliate program attached, but it is free to join. And once you are a member, you have the ability to go in and research solo ad providers. And there's a lot of solo ad providers there. You can talk to other customers who purchase solo ads and find out if the provider was a good provider. You can talk to the provider. So it's a really good service where you can pick and choose through everyone that's there. Is the fan page system and social lever the same system? No, they're different. Those are different systems, Kevin. The fan page system is the fan page system. And the social lever system is a totally different, but they're all part of your pure leverage system, and they're all ways to capture leads. Now, what I'm going to recommend is pick one. Okay, and the best one that I can recommend that you pick is right now is the fan page system because it's working really well. It's still kind of new out there. It's not something that a lot of people have seen, and I recommend that you send some traffic to your fan page. You're going to see some really good results. And then follow up. Follow up is really important. Pure Leverage, there's a lot of websites, Barbara, so you'll find them under the different headings under there. Okay. Any more questions? I think we'll wrap things up tonight. You guys have been awesome. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in on Facebook. I love you guys. I just love being here every week. You guys really make me feel welcome. You make me feel like you enjoy the training. So thank you for that. I appreciate it because I love doing this. I really and truly do. If you're watching the replay, we're here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern at GVO Academy. You come and test us out, check us out. We have lots to share with all of you. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next week.